The book Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki is one of the most important references that show and clarify the path leading to financial freedom and the most important obstacles that you can face in order to achieve this goal. In this book, you will learn how you can take control of things to change your financial destiny and achieve financial freedom. Robert considered this book as the second part of his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, in which he explained many lessons he learned from his parents regarding money and different choices in life. In the first part of this book summary, we will discuss the following ideas. 1. Explanation of the cash flow quadrant. 2. How do you know the category in which you belong in this model? 3. The 3 types of business systems. 4. The 5 levels of investors. Rich Dad's Cash Flow Quadrant, Guide to Financial Freedom. By Robert Kiyosaki. When we talk about financial freedom, Robert Kiyosaki presented a model he called the Cash Flow Quadrant, and this model represents the ways in which income or money can be obtained, and in it we can divide people into 4 main categories. First, the E category that represents the employees. Second, S category that represents the entrepreneurs. Third, B category that represents the project's owners. Fourth, I category that represents the investors. We will explain each category separately. First, E category, which are employees. They are people who get money by taking a job, which means that they work for another person or a company. Usually, people in this category are looking for job security, and they hate the feelings of fear and instability that they will experience if they lose their job, because the job represents safety for them. Second, category S, entrepreneurs. They are the people who want to be their own boss and do whatever they want. They wish that their income does not depend on anyone else, and if they work hard they expect to get a greater return, and therefore we can say that they are characterized by a very independent spirit. And they also believe that no one else can do their work with the same quality that they do themselves, therefore, they find it difficult to recruit and train people. People who belong to this category respond to the feelings of fear in a different way. They do not look for safety, but they take control of their issues, face their problems and take decisions and actions in their own appropriate way. They believe in the slogan "Do it yourself." In this category you will find professionals who are highly educated and have spent many years studying, such as doctors and lawyers. Third, category B, projects owners, who are the people who own a project that generates money for them, and this group is almost the opposite of the S category. They surround themselves with smart people from all other categories, and they always assign work and tasks to others. They are characterized by 2 important characteristics, which are the essence of leadership and technical skills. Therefore, people in this category can bring out the best in others. People who belong to this category have a work system and then they hire qualified people to manage this work. Simply, the owners of projects are able to leave their project for a year or more and return to find it has achieved more profits and in a better condition. Fourth, category I, investors, and they are people who make money from their various investments. In other words, money brings more money, they do not have to work, their money works on their behalf, and this category is specially for wealthy people. People in this category focus on increasing the assets they own, such as real estate, stocks and bonds. There is an important statistic that the writer mentioned, which is that the majority of the rich people get 70% of their income through investments, i.e., from the I column, and they get the least 30% of the wages, i.e., from the E column, and in return the majority of other individuals, whether they are from the poor or middle class, gets more than 80% of their income through the E and S categories, while they get the remaining 20% of their income from the I category. Bit to remember, the cash flow quadrant represents the ways in which an individual can obtain income or money. As we mentioned, people can be divided in the cash flow quadrant into 4 categories, and this division results from the fact that people are different from each other. There are differences in the lifestyle of each of them, differences in what they like or dislike, and differences in their view of life, money, work and relationships. and differences in their assessment of the risks and returns they wish to obtain. Therefore, your ability to know the category of people you are dealing with is a major and important role in reaching your target. One word may alienate someone, while the same word may calm another person. For example, the word risk is considered a frightening and terrifying word for someone who belongs to the E category, meaning the employees, but at the same time it is attractive and exciting for the person who belongs to the I category, meaning the investors. But the question here is, how can you determine the category of people in the cash flow quadrant? You can simply achieve this by listening to the sentences and the words they say. For example, the E category, which is the employees, you hear them say the following phrases. I am looking for a guaranteed job that will make me secure, generate a good income and provide me with the benefits. I should get a promotion, I've worked for them for more than 10 years, and I'm loyal to them. As for the S category, who are the entrepreneurs, you hear them say, my hourly wage is $40. I have 20 hours to complete this project. I cannot find people who have the desire and ability to master their work as I do. As for the category B, they are the project's owners. You hear them say, I am looking for a new director for my company. And finally, the category I, who are the investors, you find them saying, what is the return on investment from this project? How can we take advantage of this economic recession? Bit to remember, listening well to the words and sentences that a person says has a major and important role in determining which category he belongs to. When an individual belongs to category B, we must remember that the basic idea of this category is to have a work system and then hire qualified people to manage this system. Category B is the bridge to financial freedom, in which businesses can be divided into three main types, which are: first, traditional companies, where you set your own system. And you can achieve this by finding a teacher, and by the teacher here we mean the person who has been able to do the work that you want to establish, and is successful in doing it. Do not look for consultants who are people who did not live the experience by themselves. Those people belong to category E and S and not category B. And when you develop your own system, you must have knowledge, experience and creativity in the field in which you want to establish your company, and you must have a logical awareness and a sense of what can succeed or fail. In this system you will need to put a lot of effort and many trials and errors until the system proves its effectiveness. Second, buying franchise rights, in which you buy an already existing system, as this system has been tested and proven to be effective, and therefore the focus is on developing the skills of employees and not the system itself. Here it should be noted that the prices of franchises for famous companies are usually very high, and therefore it is difficult for the normal person to buy them. An example of this system is buying McDonald's restaurant franchise or a Starbucks coffee shop franchise. Third, internet marketing. In it, you can buy and become a part of an existing system. For example, you can be a distributor for the goods of a particular company, so you buy the goods at a reduced price from the company and then sell it at a higher price in the market. Here, we note that this system usually does not require large sums of money, as in franchises, as it is within the reach of everyone. Robert Kiyosaki gives us two important tips for anyone who wants to switch from an E or S category to a B category. The first is to try to overcome your fear of rejection or failure, and you should not be worried about what other people say about you. The important thing is your opinion about yourself. The second is to learn the art of leading others, as this is usually one of the hardest parts of your project. Bit to remember, there are three main work systems: traditional companies, franchises, and internet marketing. As we mentioned before, category I, who are the investors, are the people who make money from their various investments. In other words, money brings more money. People in this category usually achieve financial stability. To explain this category, let's look at the 5 levels of investors. Level 1, zero financial intelligence. They are the people who have nothing to invest. They spend all what they earn, and sometimes more than they earn, and unfortunately more than 50% of adults belong to this level. The main reason for this high percentage is that the educational system in countries usually does not pay any attention to financial education, and it is not explained or taught to students. Level 2, the savers are the losers. Many people may think that saving money is the best solution in order to be wealthy, but in fact this is a wrong belief. Governments around the world, especially in recent times, periodically print more money, and as a result, the value of the currency decreases and the inflation rate increases. Level 3, I'm too busy. They are the people who declare that they are always busy and do not have enough time to develop their financial culture and know the basics of investment. Usually this category belongs to people with degrees and senior positions, so their focus is on their jobs, lifestyle and travels. Although they have the ability to understand the correct investment rules, they prefer to rely on experts in managing their investments. Level 4, I am a professional. They are the people who are in the S category and make the investment in the I category. People who belong to this category believe in the slogan "Do it yourself." They have money and they spend most of their time thinking and planning for investments. If they want to buy a stock or a property, they do a detailed study by themselves, and they make the decision to buy or sell by themselves based on their studies. Usually the financial culture of these people is limited. Level 5, capitalists. This level includes the world's richest people, and they are the people who are in the B category and invest in the I category, and they do not work for money, but the money works for them. People who belong to this level hire a group of qualified employees to study any investment idea for them, and therefore they can relax and enjoy while their wealth increases and grows. And this is the best level among all the levels. Bit to remember, there are 5 levels for investors: 0 financial intelligence, savers, I'm too busy, I'm a professional, and capitalists.